What's up, everyone? It's the boss again. Alright, before I move into my topic, let me give you a disclaimer. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not your business consultant. I'm just some guy off of YouTube. And if you're watching me, awesome. Please like and subscribe. But today, we're going to talk about another problem about business in America. Is when did business in America become so leftist and sensitive in business? There used to be old shows about business and how they're just straight to the point, and if feelings got hurt, it got hurt. But it's business, and that's the one place that I believe that we have to go back to being cut and dry. It's a big problem whenever you go in there and start thinking, oh, we need to worry about everyone's feelings. Well, not everyone spends the same amount of money in business. So, I'll give you an example. Literally, if 90% of your money comes from 10% of your business, and that 10% of your business are businessmen that are straight cut and dry, maybe not go to the extreme and worry about everything. Now, diversity in the workforce, okay, I understand. But we're so far where you're only concerned about the money amount on the difference in pay gap without seeing the amount of work behind it is ridiculous. I understand that there's a pay gap in some fields, but there's a pay gap in nursing. That Did you know that male nurses can make more than female nurses? And you want to know why? It's very simple. I asked these nurses why they get paid more. It's because the male nurses can pick up some of these patients by themselves and not call another person into the room, a you know nursing assistant to help them. So it cuts down on the overall workforce whenever a male nurse work that shift, because they can help pick up the nurse or help pick up patients, and they will take them to the bathroom if they need help. Doesn't mean that they should get paid more, but they prefer to have some male nurses on some of these floors, so they try to compensate them to get them to work in those areas. And that's not unfair. That's because they need that person for that shift, so they get paid more. And then everyone wants to argue that there's a pay gap, but then they don't want to argue. Here's the funny part: they don't want to argue how many more hours some of these males work than females. Can get paid exact same in hourly, but the male counterpart more likely work way more overtime, which is funny. Now, let's get back to, when did business get so sensitive on making everyone feel accommodated whenever not everyone deserved to work in those places? And some of these fields have almost no females in them, so they get automatic promoted to managers. They get automatic promoted to directors. And whenever I talk to them about their knowledge base about the industry, they don't know much. They just tell me, "Oh, I got this position because I'm a female." And isn't that wrong, to only get promoted because you're sex? But no one wants to talk about that part. They just want to talk about there's a pay gap. Well, if the pay gap is because of the hours of work, that's reasonable. And I'm not saying that they should remove diversity, but I think we need to remove the sensitivity in business and go back to what business is really about. It's business, cut and dry, get to the point, and it's hilarious. Just get to the point. That's the point of business. You're not trying to win everyone over. You're trying to win business for another company. You're trying to improve the company. You're trying to do things for overall for the company and not worry about every last employee. Now, should you worry about every last employee and try and make it the best you can for as many people as you can? Yes, you should. You try to accommodate and try to help everyone you can, but let's be honest. I run a few businesses and you can't make everyone happy. I met a girl that was making $200,000 a year and 4 divorces, and the one thing she's asked me, how come you look so happy and I'm so miserable? I make more money than you. And I'm like, well, it's because you're looking at this all wrong. You're chasing the money. I'm chasing the satisfaction of the job. That's it. You know, you should be happy of what you're doing. If you're not happy, get out of that line of work. If you don't like working, then stop working. And then if you can't afford your bills, that's your issue. The new generation, Gen Z, some of them are complaining that they had to work the rest of their life. Well, become an entrepreneur and run your own business and let me see how it works out. Well, that's all I got to say. Like and subscribe. And yeah, have a blessed day. Later.